What's up, everybody? Luimarco here. Salute you in the morning. Just woke up actually. As you guys know, the last video I made yesterday was a rest in peace video for a fallen giant who was sick. You guys have been kept informed about his health state for a while actually, right? He was sick for a few months, right? Mr. Baitu Abbaspur. First of all, I made a mistake actually. I thought he was born in 1970 by some accounts on the internet, but apparently he was born in 1979, which makes him younger than me by 3 years, right? There was also a video published by national television, right? Iranian national television, which pretty much showcased his last moments, right? He was surrounded by his family at the hospital, and they were praying actually around him, right? And he was pretty much gasping for his last breaths. He was looking very sick, right? And yeah, that video actually, I left it for like 5 minutes and then I removed it, because even though, you know, culturally it is acceptable to show that. I mean, Hamsi was on national TV in Iran, but I do understand that, you know, in Western society, I mean, these are not usual sights, right? But if you guys look for it, you can definitely find it on YouTube, and if you understand Persian, you will understand the journalist that what he was saying. But anyway, a lot of condolences came from all over the place, right? The last video I watched was by Kai Green. He just posted on YouTube, about 5 minutes long, where basically he speaks about the gentleman and asks people to pray for him and so on. A very class act. But then again, there was another video, a rest in peace video this time around, for another bodybuilder. Quite emotional video made by Jerry Ward, as you guys know, from the channel BioS3 Raw TV. You know the guy. And Jerry Ward was literally crying, right? I think it's the first time ever I saw him crying, right? So it's his friend this time around who passed away. I don't know him, but as per his account, he was a big bodybuilder who also had some heart issues, right? And he just passed away. He got the news merely like 5 minutes or 10 prior of him making that video. So quite emotional. And yeah, he was speaking about them. They were all, you know, members of an online board, supposedly, where there were even some IFBB stars included there, and they were, you know, helping each other with training, you know, the bodybuilding lifestyle. So he went on and spoke about him, and then he mentioned other guys who he knew that just passed away as well. Most of them, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, from heart attack. And then he said it straight up. I mean, needless to say that, you know, Jerry Ward was an enhanced dude, right? I mean, he was open about his consumption when it comes to the drugs, right? And then he said it straight up. He said, no, bro, I mean, there is a risk. I mean, don't think that it is, you know, steroids are safe or any kind of other drugs and this and that. He said if he had to go back in time, as far as I understood his message, he would not do it again, right? So that's that. I mean, come on, boys. I mean, I can't even count the rest in peace videos I made on my channel. They're countless. Be my guest and go ahead and search on my channel the word RIP, a whole array of them. I mean, there's not even a month or two where I'm not coming back to making a new one, right? That's it. There's no free ride. Listen, I've been lifting around gyms for more or less 2 decades, right? It doesn't show, probably. I don't care. I'm a natural dude. I'm almost 40 in freaking few weeks, right? But thank God I look healthy. Usually people think I look younger than my age, but that's irrelevant. The thing is, me being around gyms for this long, you notice stuff, right? There are two kinds of people who go to the gym. That people who are like me, they go there, do their own stuff, you know, earphones on, and then they leave pretty much. But there's some hardcore guys, those freaking hardcore gym rats. It's a lifestyle for them, right? I mean, They even go there on their day off just to show, just to be there and buy a milkshake from the gym bar, the milk bar and whatever, and discuss all about bodybuilding. It's their freaking lifestyle. Now you gotta comprehend. When you're on the stuff, on the juice, right, hardcore stuff, not only it changes dramatically your body, but also your mind. It is addictive too, right? Now, even me, I'm taking freaking creatine and pre-workout, and it gives me a decent pump, and I love the gym experience. I just love it. You know, the gym experience, I love the pump. I love the feeling, but it is nothing compared to the real thing. I cannot even fathom or imagine what these guys are experiencing. I mean, the pump is, exponentially more impressive. The strength, the aggression, the connection they get, the tunnel vision and whatnot. That's on another level. Now, be my guest. If you experience that, it is extremely addictive, right? So you want to have it all the time. You're on, right? And it goes the same line with Jason Blaha, who also actually consumed the stuff, right? But he said it straight up. The guys who usually stop taking the gear, they don't go to the gym anymore because it will suck for them, right? I mean, they cannot go to the gym again. Not only they will lose the size, not only they will have some probably health problems. You know, the joints are aching, the pump is not there, depression, the feeling is not there. I mean, be my guest, right? So it is freaking addictive. And size also is addictive. So it's a whole array of, conditions that make that these guys will stick on it forever, pretty much. Like this guy who passed away, I don't know him, but his friend Jerry Ward was talking about him, like, I don't know, like really not long ago. He didn't feel good, even though he knew he had a heart issue, right? He said, I don't feel good, I might as well go to the gym, right? So gym becomes like a freaking everything. Believe me, boys, I know guys who lose everything over the gym lifestyle. It is on another level, right? I was going to that gym like a few months ago, not my gym, but a gym up north, and I met a dude that I used to train in the same gym back in the day with, right? And candidly, I told him, bro, you lost all your gains. He took it bad. He was depressed, bro. How can you tell me that? I don't want to hear that. For them, it's a big deal, right? That's it. For me, gym lifestyle it's just part. I just happen to live, to be honest with you guys. Never been to Miss Olympia, never been to the Arnold, never been to any, even a local bodybuilding show ever. Even though, some of you guys watch my videos and you tell me, bro, you drop some knowledge, the history of bodybuilding. It is, I do know the sport, the history of bodybuilding, I do know it because I was reading all the magazines since I was young. I'm following this pageant since a while. I know the details about it. But guys, if you only knew, if you were my friends and you knew the knowledge I have about cars, you guys would be freaking surprised. I can open up a channel tomorrow and you guys probably would be surprised too, because I know all the engine codes, the code names, that when was the car fabricated and where, the horsepower figures, the way you modify it, and that's it. So it's just I want to know stuff. That's about it, right? I met a Romanian girl. She was with my friend like 2 weeks ago, and I started talking to her about politics of her freaking country. She was mesmerized. How the hell do you know about our presidents? How the hell do you know that Nicolae Ceausescu was killed next to Irina Ceausescu, his wife, and there was a war between the regular army and the Securitate back then, and we did not have even that's it. My knowledge, thank God, is abroad. I can drop some knowledge about freaking cosmology, tell you about freaking planets, whatever, some dwarfs, some wormholes, some theories, this and that. I just want to love stuff, so don't get it twisted. I know bodybuilding, but it's just one part of my whole array of other domain that I'm interested to, right? I started lifting because I was a weak ass kid when I was back in the day, and right now, hell, I think I look good for a freaking 40-year-old man, right? I can go run, I can, you know, I look healthy. And I'm grateful for that. Aside from that, I also made a video, like, I don't know, like a week or two ago, talking about a kid who was 15 actually taking gear, right? I was somehow surprised. As a matter of fact, that kid was tagging me on Instagram for me to make videos about him. Bro, make a video about it, make a video about me. Next thing you know, when I made a video, it went viral. He said, why does Luimarco make a video about it? So it goes to show that this kid is inconsistent. He was tagging me, go ahead and make a video about me, make a video about it, I'm waiting for it. And I want to make a video to aware people, because I was genuinely shocked by the fact that he was taking like 500 grams of testosterone and 450 of tren, which is almost 1 gram. He said, why does he make a video about me? See what I mean? So that goes to see the contradiction going into these guys' head. And not only that, actually, that was not the end of it. He made a video tagging me saying, Luimarco, you're mad because a 13-year-old looks better than you. A 13-year-old, not a 15-year-old. I said, what the hell is he talking? Why is he talking about a 13-year-old, right? I didn't get it. Next thing you know, he posted a video where he outlaid his drug consumption. And indeed, he started taking gear most likely at 13, not 15. So what I was talking about was merely the tip of the iceberg. He went on and spoke about ungodly stuff. I don't know if he was regretting it. I don't get him. He was not looking at the camera. He was talking like this. I took testosterone for, I don't know, like 46 or 56 weeks straight. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding you, like 46 weeks. And then I switched to 8 weeks of testosterone C or H. And then I tried to up it up to 2.5 grams. That means, guys, 2,500 grams of injectables. I repeat, I mean, take a freaking seat and try to fathom this. I kid you not, by God. 2,500 grams of testosterone a week in a kid's body. Right? And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead of, I mean, I don't know if he regretted it or if he's proud of it, because he said this all started when he consumed pro-hormones. Right? Now, pro-hormones are almost the real stuff. They're just more toxic for your freaking liver. Right? Some people can even die with only 1 cycle of freaking pro-hormones. I don't know how people are still selling them. How come they're still legal? But that's that. I don't know if he expressed some regrets, because of course when you jump on pro-hormones, I mean, it gives you some crazy pop and crazy watery gains, and then you want to stay on them for good. But this is it. Most of you guys go to the gym to acquire health, to be fit, to be healthy. You don't need to push it to an extreme, boys. I mean, watch the video of Mr. Jerry Ward. It was quite emotional. And the message I gathered from it, correct me if I'm wrong, is that he always tried to steer people away from consuming drugs. I mean, even Mark Lobliner made a video where he said, if he had, as far as I know, if he had a message to give to young people, is not to take them. It's not easy, right? It's not easy, and most people who take them, they will stay hooked for life with the consequences that all you guys should know by now. I mean, I cannot even, cite them one by one again. You know, the heart, the freaking liver. I mean, heart is a freaking muscle. How can you imagine you taking things that basically build muscle that will not affect another muscle? You know, the heart is a muscle. So heart enlargement is an absolute reality. And it's not only it. I mean, I'm not talking about the whole cardiovascular system. I mean, I can't even talk about it. I mean, it's just too grave, too big of a complex stuff, right? So be careful, boys. Cherish life. If you're looking for, just fitness, to be fit, do it the proper way. Consume regular stuff, food, for God's sake. for the longest time, there were not even supplements for bodybuilders. The real bodybuilders. And that's it. As for the pros, these guys have chosen that path. They're adults, right? They're superhuman, gifted genetically. You got to comprehend that it's not everybody who will be these top pros. Believe me, in their case, even if they're consuming those kind of bodybuilding helpers, as they call them, or sport technology drugs, as the other dude Flex calls them, believe me, it's not only about that. In their case, they are from the get-go genetically superior to all of us, right? So, and you see the guys, they're taking more than them and they look like trash. It is what it is, right? They're choosing their path. You can admire them, you can be fan of them moderately, but it does not mean you will look like them or you strive to look like them, right? They had a decision to make. For them, you can call it either a passion or a business decision, but these are guys who are already rolling in that thing, and most of them, they're taking it in a more responsible way than gym rats. That I can guarantee you, right? That I can guarantee you, right? I'm not saying that it is safe in their case. Of course, it is not. Obviously, I'm making videos about them. I mean, the 90s bodybuilders are dropping one after the other freaking month by month. But what's going on in the shadows in little gyms is probably worse. People buying stuff that has been made and brewed in a freaking hot tub, right? Or it comes from freaking China with an oil made from, for car oils, right? And that will destroy your system forever. But that's it. This was a spontaneous video, not prepared as usual. God bless you all. Be aware. Cherish life. Hell, boys. Like merely a month ago, I had some lung issues, as you guys remember. I took antibiotics. I was grasping for air. I was not even breathing well. And it was a serious condition. I mean, wow. I mean, it shows that health is so precious. I kid you not. And I spoke to the doctor about it. I mean, a sickness like that merely a century ago was pretty much death for sure, because there was no antibiotic specific for that. I would have been doomed, right? So cherish life, appreciate modern life without going to extremes. We live in a terrific era. I mean, technology is amazing. This video will be published and you guys will see it pretty much almost live all over the world. You guys can communicate with me literally on my handheld whenever I am, right? And we tend to forget about these little things that make life that special nowadays. We have everything. When I was your age, when I was 20, you would have told me that there will be a medium, a tool, namely YouTube, where you can type in any type of content and you will watch it right away. I would have said, bro, if that existed, I would never leave home. It would be amazing. Back in the day, I grew up with freaking Nintendo 64. I mean, freaking 2D, pixels everywhere. You guys now have some cool video games, yet you get bored after like freaking using it a day or two. I mean, the movies we go to see nowadays, the special effects were wow. I mean, you cannot even imagine them back in the day, right? Yet we get bored of them. A mid-of-the-range car. Go ahead and buy a BMW M235i, right? Which is not even a real M car nowadays. I guarantee you, 15 years ago, it would have killed every supercar out there. You would have driven it versus a Lamborghini Diablo around the track and it would have been faster. Yet, you can buy it if you're a kid now and no, you just don't care. Appreciate the technology we have. Right? My freaking computer now is probably stronger than the strongest computer that the NASA had a decade or 15 years ago. Right? So appreciate love from the good things it has given us without pushing it to an extreme. Stay humble, take your time, and do it the most intelligent way. We live in a fast-paced time. Unfortunately, we want to acquire everything at the same speed, and that will basically be detrimental for us in the long run. God bless you all. Sorry if I was just rambling in this video. I did not prepare. Anything was quite spontaneous, but I hope you got the message. God bless you all. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and tell me what you think about it. God bless you all.